All right, it looks like it's starting. Theme song. Are you playing a video game right now?
I was. Hang on.
Oh, my God.
All right, I got a bogey. It was disc golf.
Theme song.
We're here, people. You can tell. We can tell.
Welcome to the episode.
You can tell by Joy's theme song entrance that it's already feisty.
Welcome to the episode of Your Parents Are Fighting.
We're not fighting.
Oh, my God.
Your fighting and my fighting are two different fightings.
Okay. Hi, John.
Well, you screamed in my ear.
I didn't know. You overreacted.
No.
Yes.
Okay, let me scream in your ear.
Okay, scream in my ear.
No, I wouldn't do that to you because it fucking hurt. Take that.
You take that. Top that. Do you remember Teen Witch?
No, I never watched that show.
So you have no idea what the top that.
I haven't.
Everybody listening to this knows the top that. Top that.
Unless they were born in the 70s, then they probably don't know.
Nobody was born in the 70s. Everybody born in the 70s.
Hang on. Let me tell you something.
Beautiful.
Two, at least. Of at least two of the three people that listen.
Oh, no, it's three.
Well, at least the two of them, I know were born in the 70s. So, boom.
Okay.
Check me out.
Welcome,
why are
70.
Why are you throwing me stink eye?
I'm not.
There's no reason for it.
I'm not. I just feel like you want to just keep contradicting me.
Why you got to use big old words?
Okay, did you write anything down?
Well, it sounds like it's going to be fun. I don't know. Let me see. I don't think I write anything down. I'm kind of like a third grader. I use pictures.
Okay, did you take screenshots of anything? Come on down.
I don't know. Maybe. Why don't you say something first?
Well, I got a bunch of shit. What do you want to fucking talk about?
Remember, I talked too much. I talked the whole show last time. Oh my God,
remember? You're such a dick. Okay, this will make you laugh. The other fucking day, I was driving down the street past that little, that little kid preschool that's on the street.
Which one?
The little preschool on San Martinez.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, next to the urgent care. Well, I see this kid, and he's out of the preschool. Like, his parent had just picked him up, and he was getting in his parent's car. And I swear to God, the fucker was looking at me, and he started waving. So I waved back at him, and then the dad behind him goes, "Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye." And he was waving at people in the school behind me. And I fucking looked like an asshole waving at us. No, but I was all, "Hi." And then I was like, "Oh, fuck you, dude."
I had that happen today. Well, it wasn't me, though. I was saying hello to somebody walking by, and then somebody was walking by the other way, and they were all, "Oh, hi." And I was like, oh, hi. Oops.
Oh, hi. Oh. So that happened. I am not in this today.
You better fucking step it up.
Okay.
Quit being such a puss.
Excuse you.
Did I fart?
Fuck you.
I'm kidding. My goodness.
Do you remember the other night? So it happened between last Monday and this Monday. You were asleep and you were like kind of moaning. And I went pee and I came back and I go, "What are you doing?" And you're all, And I go, "Are you dreaming of other women?" And you go, "Yeah." And I go, "Are they prettier than me?" And you go, "Yeah." And I go,
"Is that why you've been mad at me?"
No, I'm mad at you because you're a dick.
Well, at least I got that out of the way.
But I was giggling, and I go, "You have no idea what you just said," and you're all, and I was like, "You motherfucker." Are they prettier than me? Yeah. Just fucking straight up Dream John.
It wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
It was a subconscious somewhere else that was not even here. It could have been the parallel universe.
A parallel universe.
It could have been.
That pissed me off.
No wonder you've been mad at me. Oh my God. Now it makes when was this?
Sometime between Monday and Monday.
You don't remember the day?
No, John, I do not remember the day. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it was only a week.
What'd you have for dinner last night? What'd you have for dinner tonight? Oh, yeah, I made meatloaf, and John hated it because he's so mean.
Oh, my God. I said it was good, and I ate it.
You did not. You mashed it around and then threw it away.
I ate some.
No, you didn't.
I did, too.
Okay. I was talking the other day, and I was telling somebody about how, like, I produced my own show at the Comedy Store. And how, you know, like, it was one of my big dreams, and I did it, and it was pretty cool. And then I was talking about Brian Simpson, who is fucking hilarious. By the way, we're related. He just won't admit it. But then I was talking, and I was like, I was talking to Britton, because Britton was there.
Right.
And we were talking about Brian Simpson, and I go, dude, do you remember Bailey from Bakersfield? And he was like, oh, shit, Bailey from Bakersfield.
Wow, I forgot about that one.
So I had a show, and because our oldest was in the Explorer program, and for the county?
Something like that.
It was the county, not the city. And the chick running the Treasury Department, I almost called it the Theodore Department. That was weird. The chick running the Treasury Department, like, drained all the funds for these poor little kids who were trying to become firefighters so they can get some pussy. And so I had a show at the Belly Room at the Comedy Store, and all the proceeds were supposed to go to the Explorer program, but I still have that check. Nobody's ever called me back, whatever. Didn't cash it. Taxes, you can't get me. So there's this chick there. Oh, it's called Pity Laughs, too, because that's fucking hilarious. And there was this chick there, and she got super chocolatey wasted. Like, she was so drunk
for like the next 4 days.
And she was from Bakersfield, and her name is Bailey. And she found me on social media because, like, my social media stuff was on all the flyers. And she was like, Joy, I'm going to try comedy. Joy, I'm going to do this. I'm starting my own podcast. And I was like, oh, the fuck? I'm not your, like, sponsor. And anyway, she did, and she got in so much trouble at the Comedy Store. She basically got banned. She did get banned. Earl Skakel and Frank Castillo were the main banners on that one.
They were not having it.
No, she kept trying to go into sacred ground. She kept trying to palm people. It was bad. Well, anyway, she tried stand-up in Bakersfield. And by the way, I have a joke. I have a Bakersfield joke. That Bakersfield smells like broken dreams and crystal meth. But it smells like Bailey. And she sent Earl. She sent Frank. I think she sent like Asan, maybe. Derek. She sent like all of the people the link to her doing her very first stand-up because she thought she was just smoking it.
Did they roast her?
Frank was all, what the fuck is this? And then I think it was Frank. It was Frank or Earl. One of them came out to me and they're like, why are you talking to that chick? And I'm all, no. She attached on to me. She leached on me. And I told her too. I was like, dude, I'm nobody here at this Comedy Store. Like, you need to find somebody way better because I just deliver chicken tenders one day a week and massage people so they'll pretend to like me. But yeah, so we were talking about Bailey from Bakersfield.
Bailey from Bakersfield.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking through the news, just reading, because every morning I read a little bit. Shocking, I know.
No, he doesn't.
I do too. I can read I can read both theirs.
Can you? There's three.
I can read all three theirs. Theirs, there, and there are.
Oh my God.
There are.
Do you know the difference between the theirs?
Yes, of course I do.
Do you know?
I'm not a fucking idiot.
Do you know the difference between the twos?
You know what? No.
No?
Well, I mean, I know the number 2, and I know the 2, and then I know the 2 with the 2s, with the 2 with the two twos. But no, I never understood or know when to put the extra O.
Okay, TO is when you are going to a destination.
Right.
2 is basically, if you can switch it out.
Well?
Yes, if you can switch it out for, yes, I had another word. Also, if you can switch it out for also, then you use the 2 O.
I like as well.
Because, like when you're all, I miss you too. You could, I miss you also.
Right.
As well. So, and then 2 is when there's 2 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at you.
You're welcome.
Like I learned something. So I was going through anyway, reading my little thing in the mornings, and I came across this headline.
Okay.
Texas woman faced felony charge for not returning VHS tape 20 years ago.
Okay, Jonathan.
I read the story.
Okay, I'm just going to say, you and I and Cassandra went to the Magic Castle.
Did we discuss this?
No. But we went to the Magic Castle to see comedy, Tammy Jo Deeren, Magic Asphalt. If you guys are in the LA area, there's only 2 more shows left. It's fucking cool. Tell Tammy Joy sent you. And Caroline Ray from Sabrina the Teenage Witch was the feature. No. She was the headliner. And she talked about a lady who got fined.
Oh, did she?
And she said the movie was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That's super funny. I don't even remember her talking about that.
So obviously John was watching the MMA fights during...
because that was the headline.
Yeah.
And so she...
But
the real story is...
Okay, and I'm going to ask you what it really was. What movie it really was.
The real story is the lady... had this many years before, had a roommate that had some kids. She let the roommate rent a movie on her thing, and it was like it was a Disney movie or kids movie of sort.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Which was probably really what it was.
That would be funny if it
might
was.
be. But she was going to get married, and they were like, hey, you have a felony warrant. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me? For what? And they're like, we just, felony warrant. So she went to take care of it, and they were like, oh, yeah. We're going to go ahead and drop this. So
what was it? Was it for, like, Blockbuster?
Remember back in the day.
Or was it a library?
Remember back in the day in video stores and, return the next day, or you $3, or, you could be charged, or you fucking penalty of law. Well, guess what the penalty of law was? Federal fucking offense.
That's insane.
Yeah, so they while they dropped it and they have to expunge, now she has to go back and have her record expunged and the whole nine. So she's going to have to pay money either way. So they fucked her either way.
So, but how much was the charge? How much was the fine?
I don't know.
Because only reason I ask this is because when you get a library book and you do not return the library book and they say they fine you, they only can fine you up to the amount of the book to have to be repurchased. So, somebody's like, I probably have like a $9,000 fine at the library.
Right. Well, they probably do.
No, because it's only as much as it is to purchase the brand new book.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So if you lose a book, and let's say the book is a Danielle Still back in the 80s, and then you pay how much it would cost to get that book put back into the library.
Right.
Oh, P.S. Libby app, LABBY, boom, library. It's fucking awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought I had. Oh.
I have so much.
Oh, how about the explosion at a gender reveal party that rocked like?
Oh, when people thought it was an earthquake.
Yeah. Did you read?
Fucking
I read
idiots.
about that one too. They've got to do something about those.
Well, I will say Felicia Michaels had a joke about it, and she's all, the bigger the boom at your gender reveal party, basically the less of the boom making the baby. Like, the bigger it is, you had to rock her some way.
Right? So you lit a freaking, house on fire, or you blew.
Have you ever asked your mom if she had an orgasm when she conceived you?
No.
I did. My mom got really mad.
Because she knew you knew the answer.
I was all, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what? That's not even I mean, no. Well, I mean, obviously I was part of one.
Exactly. Like, we know the man. Fucking men. You guys are so easy.
Did you know, I wasn't the best swimmer. I was like the third or fourth or fifth best swimmer. Because, I had to bite through the hole.
Yeah.
And then I came in, hey guys, what's up? Hey, I'll squeeze my way in. What's up later, bitches?
Pardon me.
Hey, what is that? Squirrel.
That's how the twins that are paternal, not fraternal, or maybe it's the opposite. It's when two get in at the same time. Because then as soon as one sperm
get in there at the same time.
As soon as one sperm gets in an egg, the egg creates this mucous membrane where no other spermies can get in. So only one spermie gets in, but if two get in, they have to get in at the exact same time, and then the mucus goes, and then that's when they part.
Crazy.
And that's two different DNAs because it's two different spermies.
And this has been your sex ed with Joy, Eileen. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Or at least somebody came.
Oh, we didn't talk about this last week because we had Joe on, but so last Monday, I fucking remember that day. So because the kids are in school, I have to fill out a COVID release form for each kid every day they go. So Caleb only Monday, Tuesday, Brody, Odie, Oxenfree Monday through Friday. And you have to fill it out before 7:30. So I picked the kid. I got the kids up, got them kind of moving. They were like little zombies around the house. And I was like, fuck it. So I went to the room to fill out the COVID release form. And there was a message from Facebook, and it's all so-and-so wants to get in touch with you. You can read the message before you accept it or block it because we weren't friends. And I was like, holy shit, a dick pic? I haven't had a dick pic in a while. I was kind of excited. So I read it, and it's this chick who was like gushing over my book. And she was like, dude, I stayed up till 5:30 in the morning. You're my favorite author. And I was like, holy fuck.
And you're like, you're my favorite reader.
I did. I was like, you made my goddamn year. Thank you so much. It really made me feel good. Like, way better than you do ever.
Ouch.
I know. I'm still grumpy at you. Like, I still kind of don't.
Shocker.
Stunner. Like, I feel like there's no energy in this episode at all. I feel like neither of us are having fun. So,
I'm having fun. I'm poking fun at you.
But I thought that was super cool. So, thank you.
What else?
So, there was a thing for Scientology commercial. I didn't get the audition.
Ooh.
It wasn't. It was.
They were like, what level is she?
No, it was for Scientology, for them filming a commercial.
Right.
But they weren't asking for people who were Scientologists.
They were asking for outsiders? Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
Is there drama then?
Joe, if you're listening.
I did that.
Hold on, let me see if I can find the... But I was like, oh my God, how weird would that be if you got...
You know, there's a story of a couple comics back in the day, for Comedy Store Comics, and they snuck into the Scientology buildings, I guess. And they were taking...
comic?
Yeah, two of them. And they were taking pictures for something. They found this room. They thought they worked there or something to help them. And they were like, oh, yeah. Oh, they're waiting for you. Like a movie. Like, oh, you're waiting for you. Hurry. Like, and they went and they hopped in the middle of this like picture of like with all these Scientology people.
Uh-huh.
Like they're all like literally they're like doctor type people or something. And there's like these two randoms. And they like accidentally like snuck in like they thought they were somebody's.
That was crazy.
I read that in...
I can't find it, but it was a direct submit.
In one of the books. Whose book did I read that in? I read that in one of the comedy books.
Okay, but it was a direct submit, so it wasn't from my agent. But it's all, we're casting for a Scientology commercial. And I was like, ew, I wonder if that's how they recruit you. Like, hey, congratulations, you made our commercial. By the way, have you heard the word of L. Ron Hubbard?
Are we really going to go there? No, we shouldn't.
No, we shouldn't. But, by the way, the L in L. Ron Hubbard stands for Lafayette. I don't know if any of you knew that, but fun fact.
It sounds like a North Carolina, South Carolina name.
It sounds like a New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Not that song. Let me tell you about New Orleans. Yes, it does.
It didn't even sound.
And he's all,
like it.
I really want to go to New Orleans. Yes, it does.
Who are you?
I'm
Orleans
Joy. Hi.
Sounds nothing like each other.
You're dumb. Yes, it does.
I know. You know what? You're right.
Oh, thank you.
It sounds so close to it that I'm going to start singing it that way from now on.
Okay, I do have a story. Okay. Oh, the roadrunner that lives in our parking lot.
Oh, the one that you keep having
The
issues with?
paparazzi. Yeah, he doesn't like me because I told him I was paparazzi because I was trying to get a picture. But I did get a picture of him.
Actual roadrunner. Okay.
Yeah. He's goofy as hell. He's the funniest thing in the world. And he lives in our parking lot. But he was on some dude's truck in the morning and I was cracking up. But I didn't get close to him because he doesn't like paparazzi. But I was taking pictures in my car and I'll post them.
Why were you laughing? Because he was just prancing around
He
on
was
the hood?
sitting on somebody's car. It was funny.
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Whatever. I'm sorry, people. John, talk for a second.
I don't have anything to say.
Oh my God.
This is all your
awful.
fault.
This is the awful podcast.
This
I'm
has
sorry.
been an awful one.
Okay, if you drove into work and you saw this, you wouldn't giggle.
Okay, it's funny. But it is funny.
He's so goofy. He's okay. Anyway, so there's a gym next to our chiropractic office. I think they've been there about 5 years, and they're called 9 Rounds. Okay, the people who own it they don't like me. They're not
Just you?
I don't know. No, because they don't say hi to Dr. Hong Kong either. But they never say hi to us. Ever.
Really?
Yeah. And like we'll be walking in the same parking lot and I'll be like, hi, and they just ignore me. They're white, they're blonde, they're fit.
Oh my God. There's people like that at my school, but they're not blonde, fit, and all that. They're just these older ladies who have been in the district for where I work for quite many years. And they're just, you walk in and if you don't like go out of your way and say hello, they will say nothing. Just stink at you.
They don't even stink at. They do not acknowledge me.
No, yeah. I get it.
Okay, so I had a patient who I really, really like, and she's like, Joy, don't tell Dr. Hong Kong or Mrs. Hong Kong, but I signed up for the gym next door. I was like, ugh. And I go, listen, I'm not going to talk shit because it's just my experience, and everybody has different experiences. I go, but they have never said hi to me and they ignore me and it bugs me. And I go, and they do it to Dr. Hong Kong and Mrs. Hong Kong as well. And I go, also beware because we've had patients that go there and when they cancel, they still charge your credit card for like 3 more months.
Damn.
Okay. And then get this. So she went and they give you a free class.
Okay. So she took her free class.
She took her free class and she's like, whatever. It wasn't my favorite, but it was something because we all kind of need something right now. And I was like, totally get it. And she goes, and the lady offered me a $99 deal for the month. And she was like, I need to go home. I need to talk to my husband. So she leaves. And then like 2 days later, she calls and she's like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And the lady's like, well, the $99 deal was only for that day. It's $160 a month.
Oh, never mind. I'm
And
out.
she was like, no, I'm sorry. So she hangs up. And like a car salesman, these people kept hounding her, calling her. And she's like, no, unless you give me the $99 deal, I'm not going. So finally she breaks down and the lady's like, fine, I'll give it to you for $125. So she did it. And I was like, just be careful because they do continuously charge you. So anyways, and I go, and she doesn't say hi to me. Okay, flash forward like a week later.
Okay.
Her and I, like normal, because we get out at the same time. They open their gym the same times I go in for massage. So we get out and she's in front of me. So I'm like, okay, normal, cool. I'm not kidding you. She stops, turns around, makes eye contact with me, and she's like, good morning. I shit myself. And then the roadrunner shit himself. And I was all, good morning. And she's like, how are you? And I'm well, thank you. How are you? And she's like, I'm good. And then smiles at me, waits for me, and we walk next to each other up to the sidewalk where she goes to her gym, and then I go into the chiropractor's office, and I sat down. I was like, I'm fucking dying. I am dying.
She's just patronizing you.
And I was like, I wonder if my patient was like...
I'm sure of it.
And well, I go, okay. And then Dr. Hong Kong walked in like 5 minutes later, and I was like, okay, I have to fucking tell you something. And he's like, what? And I'm all... the chick next door said hi to me. And he's all, whoa. And he goes, wait. Was she in her new car? And I was like, yes. And he goes, that's why. She wanted you to acknowledge her brand new, like, a Beamer.
Which you did not.
Which I did not, because I don't give a fuck about cars.
Has she said hi to you since?
No.
Exactly. I think it was a patronism from... Patronism, is that right?
No.
I think she was patronizing you.
Oh.
She was patronizing you because your friend said something about it, and then that's why she's like, hi.
But how did she know I don't think my friend would say something about it. The only thing I could think of is my friend being like, dude, I go to the chiropractor next door. The massage therapist is the bomb. I mean, whatever. I am. We all know that. But I was like, what the fuck? Which is scary because I've been thinking that I'm dying anyway because our 15-year-old has been so nice the last 2 weeks that it is freaking me the fuck out.
You think he's going to snap?
He's going to murder us in our sleep. So, goodbye. He says, thank you. I love you, Mom.
He's just buttering you up. He's got something coming down the pipe.
Maybe.
What else you got?
Mom, my pillow's pregnant.
What else you got? My pillow's pregnant. I knocked up my sock.
Mom, you know the koala?
Well, good. Then maybe you'll have some twin socks.
Aw, the koala. Oh. Fuck. I don't remember. Okay. So, D. We've talked about D. He's the one that I accidentally sent the grapefruit blowjob to.
Okay.
One
of your customers.
He's the one that was supposed to get the Hong Kong special, but he had left. And then
right.
If you guys haven't heard that episode, it's probably my favorite episode.
With the Hong Kong one? It's better than this one? I know, this one sucks.
And then, so D was over, and he said something, and it went sexual, and he's all, how does it always go sexual? And I was like, fuck. But I'm sure glad it's you. Because I said something that didn't sound, fuck, I wish I knew what it was, because I just wrote grapefruit. But.
So you hoped you'd remember?
I did.
It didn't work out, so then it was just a flat one?
Yeah.
Flat joke.
Oh, you're going to use your little fucking...
Oh, hang on. I got to find it. I can't read these things. I can't see anything. So
you need to mark...
No, wrong one.
That was...
That's the wrong one.
Go!
I can't read any of these. I can't read any of them.
Okay. So somebody and I, we were talking about Texas, and I was like, they're like, are you even considering moving to Texas? Because all the comedians are going to Texas right now. They'll be back. They're going to regret that so much. Fucking bye, bitches.
You hope.
You know what? No, I don't. Stay. Gives me more time. Fucking Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz, they're not there. That's an extra 40 minutes on stage that maybe I'll get 2 of. I don't care. But
you'll get a lot more than that.
We were talking about Texas, and I was like, I wouldn't want to go to Texas because you know how like when women get murdered and you're like, fuck, that sucks. But also in the back of your mind, you're like, you shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I would feel because, my ex is there. I don't want to fucking stir that pot. But we were talking about, hold on, let me read what my note was again. Oh, so we were talking and I was like, and I go, I don't like Texas because people are fake nice to you. I go, at least in California, you cut someone off, they call you a fucking stupid bitch, and you move on. You know how they feel about you. But in Texas, you cut someone off, and they're like, bless your heart. Bless your... My ex's mom said, bless your heart to me all of the time.
Is that like a way of saying go fuck yourself?
Yeah, it's... And I'm like, Are you saying bless your heart? Or are you saying go fuck you? Like
I'm assuming
it's
that's
a mind game because sometimes it is bless your heart, but most of the time it is go fuck yourself. But so, okay, when I moved to Texas, I had to live in his parents' house for like 2 weeks while our apartment was getting ready. And he likes money. He was very money motivated. So he never,
I'm sure he still is.
He didn't take time off. So here I am, this brand new little 19-year-old moved to a completely different state for this dude, dropped out of college and everything. and he's leaving me alone with his parents. And he worked the 10 hours. And then it was an hour drive there.
How old is he?
He's a year older than I am.
Okay.
And his birthday is on Elvis's birthday. So I would hide in his room because they did not make me feel comfortable. And she would always like, bless your, and what she would do to make sure that I didn't come out is when she made dinner, she would make him and I a plate because he wouldn't get home till 3 a.m. And she would make him and I a plate and she'd put it in the fridge. So I'd have to wait for him to come home to eat dinner where they were asleep.
Wow.
I had to take my shower
she
at night.
Invite you to eat dinner.
No. And you know how I am about pooping. I don't like pooping with people anywhere near me. So like I'd have to go poop at like 2:00 at night right before he got home and when they were asleep. And it was so fucking awful.
Can't imagine.
But the best part
sounds like a great life.
But the best part about it is we moved into an apartment. We moved into a 1-bedroom apartment. And she would introduce me as his roommate.
Well, if she knew that you were fucking him in the ass with a dildo, it'd probably be a little bit weird, right? Which, by the way, you dropped off at Goodwill.
I did.
Can you guys want this purple dildo?
No, I dropped it off in the bin. I didn't go in.
Put it on the sidewalk. It said free.
It was purple.
Barely used.
It was purple, and it was in his butt all the time.
All the time.
He liked
You only
it.
told me it was in there once.
No. I
So no wonder you have this like pegging thing. Holy shit!
But I never.
It makes so much more sense. You're like, I want to peg you, and I'm like, no, you're not pegging me. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna peg you, and I'm like, no, you're like Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue. I want to peg you, and I'm like, no, and now I know why.
Okay,
Peggy Sue.
It was never strapped on me. It was a straight up dildo that me and Heather went and bought. And I never got to use it.
You picked it out for him and everything?
No. It was for me. It was actually, okay, you want to hear something sad?
He's like, oh my God, you bought that for me? Stick it in my ass right now, please.
You want to hear something sad?
How does he approach that?
I don't remember.
Well, tell me what's sad.
Okay, it was the first dildo I'd ever bought. And I never got to use it, and I used it on him.
But so like the first time it got used, it was used on him.
Yeah, and
so what?
Once a dildo goes in a butt, unless it's glass, you cannot clean the ass off of it. So once a dildo goes in the butt, you can never put it in your vagina unless you want multiple yeast infections, which fucking suck.
Okay,
so,
but my question is like, how does a dude like that approach that with this young girl who's probably very inexperienced,
super inexperienced? I don't know.
Like,
I don't remember.
No, just touch it.
All I remember is...
Ooh, that feels good. Just go ahead and stick it in a little bit.
All I remember is I'd always have the TV on, and I'd be watching the TV, and I wouldn't be sitting towards him. I would be facing the TV, just basically sideways doing it while he jerked off and came. Off? Yeah.
Like you were just working out your arm?
Yeah.
You're like, switch. I'm going to try the other arm.
No, I never switched, because he always came super fast, so...
And then didn't want to have sex with you, and he was just...
No, because at the end of our relationship, he made me sleep on a air mattress on the bottom of his bed. I wasn't allowed to sleep in the bed.
So you were a dog?
Yeah.
So you were a dog. He put you on the floor like a fucking dog.
Well, I had an air mattress. It was a double air mattress.
He fucking put you on the floor like a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Fuck that piece of shit.
Well,
fuck you, Don. You're a piece of shit.
Shh, don't say his name.
I won't say his last
name. It's like
name.
Beetlejuice. Ew.
I won't say his last name, but go fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
You want to hear the scary... I think I told you. The scariest thing, besides him hitting me and pulling me out of bed, all the blah, blah, blah. Read my book if you want to know what he did to me. The scariest thing, and I didn't even put this in my book, and I almost thought about it because it fucked me up, is he punished me once by I had to let him shave my puss with a straight razor.
That's terrifying.
It was terrifying. It really was.
And that was punishment?
Yeah, he was mad at me because some guy hit on me. I used to be cute. Like, guys used to hit. I remember one time we were in Circuit City.
See, so when you guys came down with me, he probably didn't like me much then.
Well, no, because you were married and you had baby Tyler. And so...
Who was going to be your future stepson?
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Tyler met Dawn.
Yeah, and he probably felt it too. What a piece of shit.
Well, he also had pieces of shit with his mom around too. He's like, what the
Good
hell is
point.
wrong with my parents?
You know how to choose them.
He's like, why are my parents with these shitheads?
So that's wild. So
yeah.
I didn't know like some of that stuff. That just makes me grumpy. I hate that fucking
Yeah,
guy.
whatever.
So, I mean, it's fine.
I got 3 books out of it.
Yeah.
You know what?
I do remember that the one time when we were first together, and he kept calling you,
That was-
here and there, and that's when I finally grabbed the phone from him. And I don't think he called much more after.
No, he didn't. He actually did.
Because I told him I would to fly his ass out if he needed to, and I'd whip his ass.
But I do. But he always called from private. He was smart. But I remember. Do you remember when my dad plays these stupid fucking? He used to play those stupid fucking Facebook
like a
games.
Facebook game,
and it was like a mafia game. And you can go and attack people's mafia. And my dad called and he was like, dude, your ex attacked my mafia like 5 times last night. So he like probably waited an hour.
Searched out your dad.
Yes.
I'm sure he cyber stalked you for a while. I'm sure he
Probably.
still tries to.
I mean, which is why I like the fact that I don't go by my maiden last name or your last name. Because 1, I feel like the kids are safe. And then 2, like he's, it's just I go by my middle name, and that's I don't know.
No, I wouldn't worry about him much.
No, I don't. I don't.
He's beating up some other female.
I hope not.
Well, once a piece of shit, always.
Yeah, I know.
They don't change.
So it was this week. It was Jason Yanakis's birthday.
Okay, that was one of your open mic friends.
It's the one you changed the tire for.
Yeah.
So we were at an open mic once,
That's
and
right.
Jason, his tire was flat, and he was waiting for AAA, and
okay. So we pulled in, and we were going. You saw him. He was parked next to you. We parked next to him, and he had a flat tire. And I said, hey man, that's a bummer you got flat. And you said, I'm going to go in. I said, yeah, you go. You and I think it was you and Emily. I was you and
Probably.
somebody. And I was like, you guys go in. I'm going to hang out. And I was talking to him. And I go, well, did you call AAA? I got or anything. He's like, oh, I'm trying. I got AAA coming, but it's been like an hour. And I was like, hold on, dude. Do you got a spare? And in like 5 minutes, I had the thing up off the ground. Then I had the fucking tire changed in just a few minutes. And I was like, all right, dude, call off your AAA. And he's like, bro.
But he's like, how's your husband? Your husband's and I don't know. He was so
Speaking
cute.
of that, it's
He's
funny
a good
because
kid.
You know how people always say, oh, I got a truck and everybody asks me to fucking move. Right?
Yes, that's you.
That's how I feel about handiwork. Like I was talking to somebody and I was like, yeah, I used to have handyman business. I go, I'm not great at everything. I go, but I can do a little bit
like
of everything.
Dr. Hong Kong.
And this person was like, oh, I didn't know that. Can you come over to my house and then maybe do an estimate on this and this? I'm like, whoa. Like, I don't want to do it. I know how to do it.
That's why I married you. That's
fine.
one of my greatest jokes.
I did it for years and then I can still do it. I just don't want to.
I'm not kidding. That's one of my greatest jokes is I married you for the American Dream insurance, but I fucked you for the first time when I found out you had a tile cutter. That's a true story. I was like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
But I understand that because I feel the exact same way with massage. As soon as I tell somebody
they turn around.
Yes. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to give you a fucking impromptu massage. Like,
they turn your back on.
Or they'll be like, hey, my shoulder hurts. And like, it cracks me up and I love my mom and I will do anything for my mom. But every time I go to my parents' house, my mom tells me, sissy, I don't want you to do anything. I want you to just relax, come to my house. And as soon as I get there, she's like, sissy, my shoulder. And I'm like, oh my God.
But it's your mommy.
It is my mom. And I do anything. I massage her shoulder forever if kept her with me. And so, but I understand. I feel like only people see me as a massage therapist.
I see you as just slutty mom too.
Fuck yeah. I'm a super whore.
That's right. Don't tell anybody.
I'm a Batman whore. I'm not a super whore. I'm a Batman whore.
Don't tell anybody.
So Jessica Michelle Singleton wrote something on. I told you about it. She wrote on Instagram, and she's like, "What did she say? Charging your vibrator instead of charging your phone is like the ultimate millennial experience, or something like that." And I wrote, taking the batteries out of your kids' toys when they're sleeping to put in your vibrators, parenting. And she was like, holy shit.
That's true story.
Super true story.
Yeah, our poor kids are like, why isn't my car work anymore? And we're like, I don't know, man. You must have left it on last night.
I don't know, but Mom's smiling, so leave it alone.
That's weird.
And then the only thing else I have is Farley butthole pillow, which is so funny.
Oh, when I went to go to bed that night,
And he had his tail up, so
oh
his
my god,
butthole's
he had the perfect. If I would have laid on it, pink eye, guaranteed pink eye. I mean, and he's got a big. Because you know what I never told you. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So the day I picked Farley up and brought him home.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I picked him up from the pound. I had the Jetta.
Uh-huh.
I put a little sheet over the seat.
Mm-hmm.
And he got in there, and he was still kind of drowsy because he had gotten his, snip and stuff. And
Right.
he was kind of coming out of it, and he's like, fuck, what's happening? And I said, my new life. And I throw him in the car. And he backs up, and he's got that big tail, and that big butthole. And boom, the first thing he did was stamp that white sheet. It was the perfect butthole print. And I go, oh, my God.
Have I ever told you?
There's a butthole print. I mean, it was a perfect little starfish. I go, look at that thing. And then I covered it up so it wasn't.
Did I ever tell you when I lived in Texas, Don's friend and his wife had a cat, and I don't understand cats, but this cat for some reason knew I didn't understand cats, so it was fucking with me, and I was wearing khaki overalls because I look super cute in overalls, and it was sitting on my leg, and then it jumped off, and it looked like somebody licked the tip of a Tootsie Roll and like stuck it on my khaki. I was like, your cat left a butthole print on my fucking khakis. It's so gross.
I remember being a kid. And our neighbor, Bob, at the time, he lived in our house.
Uh-huh.
He was up here talking to my dad, and I was probably 6, 7. And I was standing there, and he had Dobermans, and they were just kind of cruising around. They were always, okay. Mm-hmm. But I always had that, oh my God, they're out, don't run.
Right.
If you run, they're going to eat you. And this one was cool, and the other one was Tufter. I don't know, it's the weirdest name, Tufter.
Tufter.
Right? That was the name.
Damn near killed her.
But here comes Tufter, comes cruising over, sniffs my leg, and I'm like, oh my God, don't bite me. Oh my God, it's a Doberman. I'm a little kid, so I'm thinking, Doberman's going to fucking murder me.
Mm-hmm.
And he walked up, and he looked at me, and he sniffed me, and he fucking peed on me. And I stood there, and took it. And the whole pee, I was like, oh my God, I'm not moving. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Yeah, that happened.
Pissy John.
I got peed on. I got a golden shower by Puppy. That was my first golden shower.
When was your last? The kids.
Well, yeah. You know what? 2 of the 3 kids I've had came out with a doctor going, with hoses going wild.
Well, Caleb peed in his doctor's mouth.
I was going to say, Tyler got the doctor in his face, too.
She peed in her mouth, and she goes, it's cute every time. And I'm all, you're a fucking freak, dude.
She's like, give me some more of that little young
that innocent. You know what? Maybe that's why she looks so young. She's like,
Fountain of youth.
All right.
Get that first cup of pee out there.
We're like 42 minutes
Fine.
in.
It was a pretty boring episode, but that's okay.
I don't know. It got better at the end.
We had fun at the end. It was a little shitty in the beginning. Hang with us. We'll got better ones. We still love you. Even if y'all don't love us, we'll still love
y'all. Even if y'all don't love us, bless your heart.
Listen, there's more hillbilly in us than we'll ever let anybody know.
Bless your heart.
Did you tell me to go fuck myself?
Yes, I did. Go bless your heart.
Child, please.
Oh. We didn't even talk about the Magic Castle and how much fun that was.
So we went to the Magic Castle. Well, let's say we can save that for the next one, or because nobody wants to hear any more of our shit.
Okay, sorry. So goodbye.
Good day.
Goodbye.
Good day.
Goodbye.
Good day.
Goodbye.
Good day. Good day. Good day.